Welcome to my second race for the Alpha Tauri team in Hungary. We are still in Season 1 and we've been to two teams, which is, let's say a normal. What's his name, did it? Pierre Gasly? His first season was technically at Red Bull and Taurus at the time. But then, before that, there was only a couple of races that he did in Taurus, so yeah, he's basically done two teams in about, what, 5-6 races, and we've pretty much done the exact same. But first of all, we've got to go to qualifying. I don't know why I said first of all, I'm in the wrong helmet, unfortunately. Coming to the end of our lap, Charles Leclerc set the third 16.3. Max Verstappen set at 15.2. Patch needs to come in, but usually patch isn't meant to come in for my team and driver career. Maybe does come in for driver career due to the fact that it's not my team. But our second lap we set a 16.7, 14 to in our third lap, and then let's go to our final lap. So we're going to go onwards for the whole lap, and we're going down towards turn 1, losing about 30 milliseconds, going just before about 75 metres, clipping turn 1, going out of turn 2 now, going a tenth or so up. I believe we have one of the Red Bulls behind us, that Mercedes, going up through turn 2, going through turn 3, we lose the time, and then we gain it back and then lose it back again. Going towards the end of second 1, we're still about 30 milliseconds down, going through turn 4, gain some of that time, and then we gain even more in turn 5, but then lose it again. Going towards turn 6 and 7 chicane, the green going into the chicane, and we stay green coming out of the chicane. It's actually the red one, so I didn't pay attention when we looked back towards turn 2, go really wide at turn 10, going through turn 11, going in sit being a little bit wide, but we're 2 tenths up still, and going towards the final sector now, clipping the curve, going 4 tenths up. We lost a bit of time in the second lap then, going through turn 13, and then going towards turn 14 now, penalty for the final corner, where Sebastian Vettel dropped it in 2014, going 6 tenths up, going to go across the line. Where's it going to be? It's going to be P11. In our second ever qualifying session for the Alpha Tauri team, and not bad to be honest. Second, 11. Not really complaining about 11. So yeah. Hopefully we can convert that into a couple of points. And it looks like we can be able to, we should be able to do that unless we take some good penalties, which I can tell you we have forgotten to change our components, meaning we will get some good penalties, so we won't be getting any points today. So, which is a bit annoying, but here we are for some interviews.
I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. Who would you say is your biggest rival?
Oh my god, stop asking me these stupid questions, and none of them are my rivals.
What's the secret of your qualifying pace?
Having a great team who worked, the bottom one. Praise durability. How do you think
this team will be feeling after that result?
Yeah, I don't know, let's just do that. I don't really care about Racing Point, they're my old team, so yeah. Finally, we're going up to driver claim level 7, and hopefully that can just only increase as we progress through our career. And cloudy for the race, which won't do anything to our strategy, hopefully, unless those clouds do become rain later on. I believe Chef does tell us during the race that rain could be coming, so yeah, watch out for that. You're gonna get a powertrain upgrade, and it's on the ERS, and yeah, now we just take every single least worn component, and I believe it will be a 120 place grid penalty due to the fact that we don't have to change our MGUK because it's basically already the least one. But let's go to the race now.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. Historically a good race for first victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the first time here. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaro Ring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been difficult on this technical 2.7 mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? We come into this race with a healthy championship lead. I don't want to say the title race is over, but surely it's going to take something special or catastrophic to change the outcome at this point.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Crofty. Yes, it looks like a big lead, but all it takes is a locked break into turn one, a sticky wheel nut in the pit stop, and that could all get turned on its head. You can never discount one more sting in the tail.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Sainz, Vettel, Gasly, Albon, and Lando Norris, Magnussen, Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, and Grosjean, Kvyat, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and George Russell, Latifi, and the engineer. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
I really hope soon that they add in
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
pronounceable names. But here we are on the grid, immediately going to the photo site, basically. And as we took 5 seconds to bring an engine to qualifying and race, the 120 point grid count, and the 5 lights are out already, and we get a bad start, which is a little bit annoying, but I've been getting bad starts recently, probably because I've been racing in the F2 class and they put me off. But go to the outside of turn 1, which is a bit stupid considering there was a perfectly good gap on the inside, and going around the outside don't put us up any higher than where we started, which is a little bit annoying. So we're going to try around the outside of turn 2. And we just don't have enough grip, so going through turn 3, everyone holding each other up, and unfortunately we don't pounce on that, and ooh, okay, that could have been dangerous. Yeah, nothing happens, and we're still in P20 after all of that.
That's not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff, for pointing out the obvious. 21-7 from Valtteri Bottas, as Giovinazzi comes into the pit lane, so that was the front wing that was flying around it turn 1 if you were eagle-eyed enough to see. 17.9 from Valtteri Bottas on lap 2, and we're going to set a 20.6, couple of seconds away from Bottas, and got to the rest now, and we're setting another 20.6, and I know that we can go much quicker than this. Going towards turn 1 now, we're staying on board for a little bit longer. We make contact with Russell, no front wing damage at all though, but we get on the power too early, and we've gone to the guys a carbon copy of what I did in my team.
We're running an excess on fuel.
Let's see if we can catch back up to the pack, and let's see how quick we've caught up to them almost within a lap, so that's how much they're holding us up. So we're going to come in this lap and see if we can undercut any of these people that have been holding us up. So yeah, going onto the mediums. Nope, we're coming in this lap, technically the lap before. Jeff, get your backside. Putting on the medium tyres, and we're going to go to the end of the race on these tyres, and I believe we will come out ahead of Giovinazzi by a couple of seconds. So
look after these tyres
all
now.
goods in the world.
Finish the race on this compound.
Coming into the end of that lap down, Albon, Sainz and Perez are 3 more people that have already pitted, and yeah, they've come out quite a bit ahead of us, and thank you, Jeff. It's not like it was blatantly obvious. It's pretty much on the left side. The gap to the car behind is 7 seconds, so hopefully we can just keep increasing that, as Daniel is now in the pits, and so is Kimi and George. if you watch the streams during lockdown, as we get ahead of both of them, all of them three. So we've made the undercut on them. That's how much they were slowing us down. And now next up ahead of us is Daniel Ricciardo, but there's a safety car for Daniel Ricciardo's teammate Esteban Ocon, and people that haven't pitted are gonna get a massive jump out of this, and those drivers include one of the Hasses, which I do believe is Rovan Grosjean, and Latifi. So yeah, but that's annoying. Latifi jumped us, but once the safety car does end, we're not going to let that stay. The safety car now comes in this lap, which is going to be exciting. So we're going to go into rich fuel, as we've got 9 laps of ERS to spend, technically 8 laps of ERS to spend. So, stupidly, I'm just going to spend it all on one lap. I don't know why it won't split up between every single lap. But we're going to go green flag racing right now, and we're on to lap 10, and Daniel is closing in on us, and we're not close enough to Latifi to make a move on him, but hopefully we can get close enough to make a move on him, as there was a purple lap time. I don't know what it was, I wasn't paying attention, but we're closing in on Latifi now. We're not close enough, so we're going to make a dive bomb. Can we make the dive bomb stick? We're alongside, we're at the apex, and we're at the DRS line, and we have now got past. Thank you, Jeff. Coming into the end of lap 11, we closed in on Daniel Ricciardo and Roman Grosjean, so Roman Grosjean was has that pitted, as it has got a bit overcasty towards turn 1, and we're not closing in any more on Ricciardo since he caught up to him, which is a little bit disappointing, as we've got one more lap of fuel in target according to Jeff, and it's getting a little bit more overcast. So yeah, that's what the indicator's telling us, and I didn't pay attention to the indicator for some reason. So this moment in time, I asked Jeff, what's the weather going to be like?
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
And yeah, didn't really need to do that, because it's going to be dries, and set at 20.9, and once again a lap that we were doing towards the start of the Grand Prix, 2 seconds we're being held up here. 20.3, a little bit quicker than we were at the beginning of the Grand Prix, and I'm looking at the positioning now. Latifi is still ahead of Korea, so Latifi maybe can get his best ever finish of P15 as we go towards lap 17, and then lap 18 for Valtteri Bottas, so 17.6 for him. So yeah, nowhere near his pace. And it's the final lap now, according to Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. And Bottas sets a 17.6 on his way to win the Grand Prix. Pretty easy for Valtteri at the moment, but pretty hard for us. Got from P20 to P14, and you can't really complain. Although we should have got points, because yeah, that power unit that we had in the car that race, that would have done really well in qualifying. But yeah, things can't always happen.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Black screen of death. I really need to cut this out. I'll be doing that for season 2. And my dog starts barking. How fun.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Well done, Valtteri Bottas, and on contrast to some things can't happen, some things can happen, and that is winning, and someone has to win. And in this case, it was Valtteri Bottas with his teammate getting third, and Max Verstappen getting second, like he did last year in the real life Grand Prix and this year in the real life Grand Prix. Is get 18,000 XP points for doing 18 laps that race, a bit like we did on the My Team race, but we're now at tier 18.
And
which
now let's take a look at the
will be
driver's
increased
standings.
at
4
Belgium.
points for Valtteri
And
Bottas,
just looking
further
at our lap
solidifying
times,
his lead
it was
at the top of the table.
good
Now
enough
let's
to
discuss,
be
Ants. Who would
in
you
the
say is a
points. It was,
contender for driver of
and
the
I'm
day?
That's got to
telling
be
you,
the
it was
flying
good
Finn.
enough to be
Wait, how
the
many
top
flying Finns do we
7,
have
I
now?
believe.
Anyway, I'm talking about
So,
Bottas this time.
yeah.
Just great raw
Looking
speed.
at standings
and
now,
a
we're
good
still
job in
7th
traffic
in
as
the
well.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren
Hopefully
team
we can
today,
increase the
as they
7th.
make their way up
We
the
are in the
standings.
constructors, and
I'm equal parts
hopefully we can
exhausted
solidify
and
that
elated with this
7th
weekend of
that we
Formula
are
One.
in.
Be sure to join us
the,
for the next
drivers.
one.
Acclaim going up a little bit. No interviews this time, which is a little bit disappointing from my part. But yeah, you can't always get interviews. 2 upgrades have come in, and next up we're going to advance to the season
You're
break.
not currently
As
arriving.
yeah,
Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media.
Emma
if you
telling us
consider
about
to be a
how we
rival.
will be
Think carefully
approached
who you
by the
select,
media and
as while you will
given a
receive acclaim for
rivalry at
beating
one
them,
point.
You'll lose a claim.
Yeah, if it's the top 6 any of the top 6 drivers, I am not taking it. Weekly resource points, 300. Hopefully we can increase that soon. Technically we can't increase that, but we are going to spend those 1,095 points on a engine, ERS, fuel efficiency, I believe. And we're going to go for the... actually, no, we're going to go for rear downforce. Okay. I am definitely not on the correct paid video. Anyway, the front wing ever comes in, and we're gonna go straight to the highlights. And so yeah, I'm gonna say my goodbyes now. I've been Racengineer. Like, subscribe, and whatnot. Comment your thoughts, and yeah, share it if interest. Join the Discord down in the description below. But until next time, I'm Racengineer. Goodbye.